when you sign up for anything like this, hey, I want to be an owner, I want to run a business, I want to be an entrepreneur, what you're signing up for is a roller coaster, right? Until
Mm,
you get used to the roller coaster and it doesn't feel like a roller coaster anymore. But the roller coaster is not going away. You're just kind of getting used to it over the period of time. So
mm,
if you start the journey and this is what you sign up for. You sign up for headaches, you sign up for a roller coaster, you sign up for aha moments, you sign up for wins, and you sign up for learnings. And if you don't want to sign up for any of this, then probably, owning and running and scaling a business is not for you.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I'm your host, Q Edmonds. And I'm sure if you follow me, you know what I'm going to say. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here today. Always a great privilege when I get a chance to just listen to people that are doing amazing things in their field, in their sector with their experience. And today's no different. We have a gentleman here who's doing great in wholesale. And listen, I'm just gonna put the tagline out there. This maybe be the name of the episode: the biggest land wholesaling operation in the country. I'm just gonna put
There
it
you
out
go.
there. Listen, he commented on it. Listen, I already know I got his approval, and so I am delighted to get a chance for you guys to really peek through the lenses of Mr. Anshul Sharma. How you doing today, sir?
Excellent, Quentin. How are you?
Man, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Excited to do this episode with you. Excited for our listeners to be able to listen to you talk about what you do, your expertise, the way you have dominated your field. And so, listen, I'll be honest with you. I want to dive right in. Please tell the people what your main focus is these days. If you want to tell them a little bit about how you got started, I'm sure they would love to hear that as well. And then what markets you're operating in.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. This is awesome. I do a lot of podcasts, and this is another one which I really wanted to do. I kind of heard Investor Fuel and everything about you guys, and like, hey, you know what? I want to be on this podcast. So thanks for having me. First of all, yeah, I think I run the largest wholesale operation in the country. You might have offended maybe of somebody here and there with me claiming that, but I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing. We are in multiple states. All I do is land, guys. By the way, I'm not a house flipper or rehabber or anything of that. I started my journey as a land guy. I stuck with it 8 years, and there is no turning back. I do land across the country. I've probably done a flip land in at least half of the United States. I am actively flipping properties in 10 states, including Texas, which is my hometown here in Austin, Texas. But we also go all the way up to, Michigan and California on the West Coast, and we have done a little bit of everything. So yeah, that's the journey. And the reason I say we are one of the biggest land wholesale companies because we do north of 100 transactions a year, all funded closed, and that's kind of quite a bit of undertaking itself, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think when you throw those type of numbers out there, you can brag. You can talk yourself, Mr. Sharma, for sure, because it sounds like y'all doing a great job. And I know, right now you have a rhythm. Like you had enough at bats to recognize a good deal, to know a good deal. So I know
Mm.
it may be easy for you right now because you have been in a repetition state, but sometimes it's not easy for everybody, right? So what's been some of the key strategies that you have in place to keep that machine running smoothly?
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Any business depends on how many leads you're generating on an everyday basis. That's the that's the lifeline of a company. Any company, doesn't matter. It got to be real estate or land or whatever you do. So we make sure that our pipeline is full, with leads, and then we make sure that we do a decent job with underwriting these properties. So again, it's a function of sales. First, how many people you reaching out? I see most of the businesses die because not because there's no demand or because there is no opportunity out there. They die because they do not have consistent lead flow. Um, and so we take care of that. Real estate is all about underwriting. You make sure that your underwriting is tight, which comes over time. You get comfortable. You know the nuances of the market. You know how to navigate, and you just design your exit strategy accordingly. So, and all of this takes time, but that's the gist of it. That's what we look at: how many leads came in and how many we can underwrite, and that just kind of determines how the rest of the organization flow.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, well, listen, I'm going to ask this question. I kind of got a feel probably what direction you're going to go with this, but I'm still going to ask it anyway, right? Because there's a journey to get you success, right? And people that's
Right.
listening, they're at so many different walks of life within their journey, within their walks of life, their business. Some can be stuck in something. Some could just got over some type of adversity. Some may have never faced adversity just yet. But I'm going to ask you
Uh,
because you've been doing this since 8 years. There's moments when things get real. There's moments when
yeah.
things go sideways, when you have to pivot fast. And I was just wondering maybe if you could share a story like that to show people that there is a journey to success. It's not always, roses all the time. And so I was wondering if you had a story like that you could share with the listeners.
I mean, that comes inherent being a business owner and being an entrepreneur. That's why it's just part of the deal. You start small. You have to show up every day, first of all. That's the part of the deal. So when you sign up for anything like this, hey, I want to be an owner, I want to run a business, I want to be an entrepreneur, what you're signing up for is a roller coaster ride until you get used to the roller coaster and it doesn't feel like a roller coaster anymore. But the roller coaster is not going away. You're just kind of getting used to it over the period of time. So if you start the journey and this is what you sign up for. You sign up for headaches, you sign up for a roller coaster, you sign up for aha moments, you sign up for wins, and you sign up for learnings. And if you don't want to sign up for any of this, then probably, owning and running and scaling a business is not for you. So that's the foundation. Every business has ups and downs. So did we. I think our biggest, I wouldn't say downside, but the biggest learning was last year. As you said, started in the beginning of the conversation about the markets. The market was really terrible for real estate last year, and especially Texas markets, some big markets like regardless whatever you want to do, multifamily or flipping land or fixing houses, like everything was just not taking off. And we kind of got caught into that whole kind of situation as well. But just running the thing for 8 years, we were able to pull ourselves out of it and still continue to do business. So I hope that answers the question. But uh, every year, like one of my mentors told me, every year you got to look at where you were last year, and you got to fix a target, because a lot of people try to dive their hands into too many things. They don't have a target. If you don't have a target, you don't have a vision, you're going to end up doing a lot of things, and you're probably going to end up making money too. But it doesn't necessarily translate into a business. Business is you go all in and you make into something that you don't have to work every day in order to run that thing. That's a real business. And that takes time. And sometimes people run out of time. They look for this one deal, they make some money, and then just they go and look for another strategy, and all of those strategies are great. They all make money, but they're not business. They're just kind of
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
you're just living your life deal by deal. So
Yeah,
it's okay. For some people it works, but if you want to have a real business, you got to just focus, have a big target, and just go for it. That kind of
absolutely.
stuff.
You answered the question thoroughly, and I think two things that you said. One, you talked about the roller coaster, and one, you talked about the target. And you talked about the roller coaster. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be ups and downs. And if anybody know anything about riding a roller coaster, sometimes to enjoy it, you just got to throw up your hands and enjoy the ride. And
Right.
that's what you got to do. Sometimes you got to know that it's going to
Yes.
be a ups, then there's going to be
Uh-huh.
the downs, then there's going to be the
Yeah.
ups. And but then I love how
Yes.
you said the target, because you have your mind set on the destination of where you're trying to go. And so it makes it
Yes.
easy to enjoy the ride when you know you got a destination ahead that you're
Correct.
fixed on. And so I love it because
Hmm.
to me, it's everything you talked about is it's about the mindset, right? And so I appreciate you answering that question for us.
I mean, it's funny how so many business owners run their business, but if you were to ask, what's your target for next year? Oh, I want to grow. Oh, well, what is that supposed to mean? Right? Like, you're gonna grow regardless. If you're a business, you're growing, but are you growing at a healthy pace that you can actually sustain the business? Will the business exist next year? They don't know. So if you don't have a target, a revenue target or a gross profit, net profit, oh man, it will be difficult for you to like kind of run this thing over year,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no, absolutely. And everything you just explained, it lets me know it really sets the mindset from some people that dabble to people that's in it for the long term. And so if people want to
Uh-huh.
be in it for the long term, I think taking your advice and really appreciate the journey and having a target is going to bode them well.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a fundamental. That's the
Yeah.
fundamental to any business. Hmm.
Yeah. Absolutely. So let me ask you this. So what are you most focused on scaling or solving next? Like what's the next real goal for you?
Yeah. So we do about 100 deals a year. So we know how to do business. We know how to run business. We know how to make profit. We know all of that good stuff, right? But we want to take it to like, hey, how can we do 200, 300, 500 deals a year? Okay, it's a massive undertaking. But again, that's where you need to set up system and process, and you need to have a sales organization. Like, then it gets some real business there. Then you're getting really serious about how you run and conduct business. And that's where we are as an organization. We have done 100 deals a year on a constant basis in the last couple of years, and we're really trying to see how we can take this further.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
No, I hear it. So it seems like to me you got a clear target. You got a clear target. You said, listen,
yeah,
we already doing north of 100, but we getting to that 200 and 300. And so I
yeah,
hear it, and it is no doubt the systems that you told me that you have in place. There's no doubt in my mind that you're going to reach that goal. Yeah, yeah. It's
yeah,
just a matter of
yeah, yeah.
time for
It's a
sure.
different ball game. Yeah, it's a different ball game at that time. You're looking
Yeah.
at people. You're looking at leadership. You're looking at technology. You're looking at
Come on.
different things. It gets
Yeah.
fun. It's getting interesting.
There
You're
you
looking
go.
at
Nope.
cash flow. Can I
Yeah.
pay people for the next month? Do I got enough money in the bank? I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I heard somebody saying everybody's an entrepreneur until the payroll hits. Uh, and like,
That's good.
uh, it was one thing to making me money and my family and feeding my family. And now I got to feed like 30 more people. All right.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm here to write that down and credit you with that. Everybody's an entrepreneur to the payroll hit. No, absolutely. So listen, it seems to me, listening to you talk, that there has to be some type of value when it comes to relationships, right? Because you're talking about
Mm.
building a team, you're talking about setting up, the systems, a sales team, leadership. You thrown out there. So I want to talk about relationships for a little bit. So when it comes to, say, building relationships and growing your network, your surrounding, network, what's made the biggest difference for you?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Yeah, it's just kind of one of those situations, unless, you gotta be, first of all, you gotta be in great circles. You gotta pay the price. Okay. Grant Cardone says, people who pay attention.
Yeah. Yep.
So you gotta pay. You gotta get your way into great circles. This country is blessed to having some greatest people, greatest mastermind groups that are happening all over the country at all points in time. And it surprises me that people don't take advantage of it. Not every group that you have to pay a hefty fee to get into it. Some are absolutely free, and you can go. And so yeah, you got to surround yourself with great people. That's important. And then you just got to keep going into those rooms. Sometimes you have to pay a big fee to get into those circles, and that's okay. And that's comes to, like, hey, where I do want to invest. You want to invest in yourself first, and sometimes you have to pay a price to be part of those circles. So it's all about circles. You don't know who you're gonna meet next, who can really change the trajectory of your life forever. But yeah, you just gotta go around and keep looking for those people, and it has to be a natural process. I'm not the best networker. There are people who networking skills come very natural to them, but that doesn't take anything away from that how much networking and talking to people is important. Some
Yeah.
people do it more eloquently and efficiently and natural. They're natural at it. Some people has to be pushed, but regardless, that shouldn't be an excuse. You got to go and talk to people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you hit the nail on the head. But people say your net worth is tied to your network, right? And like you said, it does come easier to some, but that's kind of like our personalities, right? Like people, do things more naturally than others. And so, but the key point that you hit on is that, but we still got to build a relationship. We still got to build.
Yes.
Nobody is an island, right? We can't go through this
No.
world being by ourselves. And so,
Hmm.
yeah, I hear it. Listen, I'm a classic introvert. So I absolutely understand. I have to be intentional about building community and making sure I'm not isolating
Yes.
myself. And so
Yes.
I know exactly what you mean, sir. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. So listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. You've taken in a lot of experience from just different groups you've been in, masterminds. Just really just your mindset. You said when you said some of the goals that you're trying to reach, you said it's gonna be fun. You started naming stuff and said it's gonna be fun. This is not fun to everybody, And so when I listen to your mindset, I just wanted to know if there's any kind of inspirational encouragement that you maybe want to leave to these entrepreneurs and people that's building these businesses from your perspective. If you could just leave maybe something that can inspire people, and hopefully that's not putting too much on the spot, but I just love, just thinking about your mindset. I just really think, you can share something with people that can really help them out.
I mean, I think the biggest problem is the mindset, and you cannot pay enough um, to get to the mindset that you want it to be. Like, I have so many friends and people that I think that I can bring them in my business will do great. But, like my wife keeps saying, you work, the most you work in these last years is not on your business, on your mindset. And she's like, what's wrong with you? She's like, you trying to hire people and bring people in your life based on their skill set and their experience. And the hardest thing that you have worked your entire life is mindset. You paid people to get your mindset in place. You didn't pay people for skill set. I'm an MBA, I'm an engineer, right? There's only so many skills that's kind of left after you do these 2 degrees, okay? I'm not paying people for my skill set. I'm not paying people for experience. Experience comes as it comes, right? You cannot pay anyone for experience. What you're really paying at some point in time is for mindset. And so I would like really tell people that, the best $10 you can spend, $20 you can spend is on a book, right? That's the best investment. If all you got in your life is $20, pick a book. That book might change your life, right? And then you just kind of build from there. So, yeah, the mindset is the hardest thing to work on. I've seen people with all the skills in the world. Uh, they look better, they eat better, they're they have been to better places than me, they have better degrees than me, they have better skill set than me. But when it comes to mindset, they lack. So all of that they have around them with no mindset, it doesn't work. So I'm not sure if I answer your question, but mindset is the thing that we continue to work on, and I continue to work on till this day. Um, yeah.
Yeah. No, you totally answered the question. I mean, one of my mentors told me, he told his organization, it was like, I need y'all to understand, y'all paying me to think. That's really
Yeah.
what you're paying me for. You're paying me
Uh-huh.
for the way that I think, for my mindset. And you're
Uh-huh.
absolutely right. When it comes down to it, when somebody has control of their mindset, everything flows from the mind. The body doesn't go unless the mind tell it to. So your mind has to be in the right place in order to hit. I'm gonna take your word, hit the target that you're going for. And so now you're
Yeah.
absolutely right, sir. Yeah.
And the other
Yeah.
problem is people do not have big enough targets.
Whew. Mhm. Mhm.
You're gonna hit something
Mm.
anyway.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's
you
good.
might as well make sure that you have a target worth going after, right? I like one
That's
of these
good.
quotes from Mr. Donald J. Trine, got nothing to do with politics, but 12 years back, I read this book, The Art of the Deal. And at the back of the book, he has this quote: "Hey, for remainder of your life, you're gonna think you might as well think big,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
And if you have to work for the remainder of your life and you work 8 hours every day, you might as well work 8 hours for something like that's worth chasing in life." And it kind of stuck with me for all these years. I'm like, damn, yeah, that's right. I gotta work 8 hours every day. Period. End of the story. That's how I'm kind of built.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I'm working for 8 hours, I might have some better targets because you're gonna hit them anyways. You just have to choose which targets that you want to go after. So
There you go. Man, well said. For me, that's I dropped the mic moment. So
yeah.
listen, before we wrap, if someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, collaborate with you, or learn more about what you're doing, what's the best way for them to get in contact with
They can hit me on Instagram. I go by the handle the land dude, or they can email me at partner@goldsoilrealty.com. We partner with a lot of investors who wants to partner with us on deals, stuff like that. So partner@goldsoilrealty.com.
Well, listen, I thank you so much for coming through. I thank you so much for your time, for your story, definitely for your perspective, for your mindset. Thank you for sharing, giving us a chance to peek through your lens. I'm sure people are going to take this episode and get so many different nuggets from it. So I want to thank you again for being here today.
Awesome. Thanks. It was fun.
Absolutely. It definitely was. So listen, got the value from Mr. Sharma. Listen, just go ahead and make sure you subscribe. I keep promising you that we're going to continue to bring amazing people up, and I think we deliver on that every time. And so just go ahead and subscribe. That way, when the alarm goes off, you can come on in and just get the value. So, Mr. Sharma, so much again. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And to everyone else, we will see you on the next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.